everyone, welcome back to my channel. Before we get into this, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell so you don't miss any new videos. So today I'm going to be sharing with you a what I eat in a day. This video was actually filmed way back in July last year, so that will explain why I have shorter hair in this video, because this video was literally filmed about a week after I cut my hair. I know, so I'd finally gotten through all the pre-filmed footage, but there you go. I'm just going to be sharing with you what I eat in a typical day, but this is going to be a little bit different because this is going to be what I eat in a day on a school day. So let's get into it. So for breakfast, I had my signature sardines and toast. If you watched my channel literally way back when I did isolation vlogs, you would know that sardines and toast is my go-to breakfast on school days, even though I was learning at home in that time. So I'm just going to get the toaster out from underneath the microwave and then just plug it in. And then I'm going to cut myself 2 slices of this malt and linseed sourdough bread. The bread that we usually have is either this or the stone ground sourdough bread. So just put those slices in the toaster. Once the toaster's ready, just took it out of the toaster and then spread it with some butter. Because when I filmed this, it was winter, that's why the butter isn't melting into the bread, because it was quite cold. And then once I'd finished spreading the butter over the toast, I just got out the tin of sardines, took the packet off, opened the tin, and then just literally pour the sardines out onto the toast with a fork, and then pour out any remaining oil so I can dip my toast in it. And then there you go. That's my breakfast, sardines on toast. I know that breakfast isn't for everyone, and I understand why people think sardines are really gross, but I actually don't find them that gross, and they're a good source of calcium. So as this is a school day, I had morning tea, and my go-to morning tea on a school day is an apple. So just got the final apple out of the fruit bowl and then I washed it. And so then I just put the apple in this little container, and then it was there ready for me to eat at morning tea time at school. And the footage of me filmed at school was on my phone camera because I forgot to bring this camera, because I don't typically bring a camera to school. And this was obviously before I got my new iPhone for Christmas. And just a typical apple. It's not a lot, but we only have 20 minutes of morning tea at school, so it was enough. So for lunch, I had chicken laksa soup. This is probably one of my favourite lunches to have at school, as from a very young age, I've always loved laksa. So let's cut back to my house where we prepare it. So I just put some Hokkien noodles in a saucepan. Usually I have rice noodles with this, but we didn't have any rice noodles. So then I just got a few spoonfuls of the laksa soup, put that into the saucepan, and then started cooking it on the gas stove. And yes, I know I'm stirring the soup with a ladle. We do have a bunch of mixing spoons, but they're all in the dishwasher. Luckily for laksa, it doesn't need to be stirred around a lot as it's soup. And then I'm just going to take my thermos and just pour all the hot water out. And because the laksa is going in the thermos, you want the thermos to be as warm as possible when it's time for lunch, because no one likes cold food that's supposed to be hot. And then with great difficulty, I spoon the laksa into the thermos. I always seem to either overfill it or underfill it. I can never fill it up perfectly. So usually when I try to close the thermos, it makes a mess, but that's what paper towels are for. And then again, with the theme of either overfilling the thermos or underfilling it, I usually make either way too much or way too little of my lunch, usually the former. So there's always some left over, and it either goes to the chickens, or if I really like it, I usually just eat it if I have time. And then open it up at school. I know from this angle it looks like that it's just soup and that all the noodles and chicken and vegetables were left in the pot at home, but no, there was way more deep down into the thermos. So then I just eat it with a spork at school, filming off my phone camera, which at my school you're not actually allowed to use your phone, but this was for the video. And then as an after school snack, I had 3 of these packet pikelets, and honestly, I didn't even know why I ate these. I can just make these myself in 10 minutes. I just see these as so unhealthy and sugary, but it was actually the last day of term when I filmed this, and I was hungry, and I'd also been kind of sick the past couple of days, so I figured it was okay to treat myself. And I just spread them with butter, and because it was winter when I filmed this, the butter didn't settle into the pikelets, so the pikelets are just way too buttery. And you know what? With these pikelets, they're just lame and sad. And then for dinner, it was pizza night. So had a whole bunch of stuff that we got from Crust Pizza. That's usually our go-to pizza place. We have gotten Domino's a couple of times, but we prefer Crust. So for the entree, we started off with some scrolls. So there was a cheesy garlic scroll, I think, a pepperoni scroll, and a Parmesan cheese and jalapeno scroll. Those are actually really good. And then for the pizza, we always get 2 extra large pizzas. So the first pizza we got was a pepperoni pizza, and then the second pizza we got was a Hawaiian pizza. And I know I might receive some hate for this, but I am one of those people that actually likes pineapple on pizza. It's actually really yummy, but I can see why people are quite uneasy about it, but that's just my opinion. And then as an after dinner snack, or technically dessert, I just had some chocolate. And there you can see we didn't finish all the pizza, so we usually just have it as leftovers for lunch the next day. So with that chocolate box, I like to do a lucky dip. And so I got some of my Easter chocolate, because it's not like milk chocolate, it's 99% cacao chocolate, which is actually really yummy. It's definitely not for everyone because it's quite bitter, but I think it's delicious and it's a healthier alternative to regular chocolate. And there you go, that is it for this what I eat in a day on a school day. So this was a little bit different, and yes, I know I said I'd finally gotten through most of the pre-filmed footage, but I was having trouble finding the right time to post this video, but better late than never, I guess. But I hope you enjoyed this what I eat in a day, and do let me know if you'd like me to do more of these food, cooking, what I eat videos. But thank you all so much for watching. Be sure to give this video a like if you enjoyed, and subscribe and hit the bell so you don't miss any new videos. So, till next time, in my next video, I shall see you then. Goodbye.